Hey everybody, welcome to our weekly Essential Island Living team call. I'm super excited about tonight's call because we are sharing about one of our new products, castor oil, which I won't lie, I don't know a ton about, but I'm really excited to learn more about the benefits. I had invested in some castor oil a bit ago and had been intermittently using it, but I'm excited to dive in and learn more. So, before we get started, let's go ahead and grab an oil that is near to us. I am sitting at my desk for the first time in a long time, and I have hope. So, let's take a couple deep inhales. Repeat after me. I'm doing the best that I can. I am doing the best that I can. I am doing the best that I can. All right. All right. It is October 1st. It is a new month. And I want to start off by saying a huge ho'omai and congratulations to our team for completing Masters Club and making all of the requirements of Masters Club. I'm super, super grateful for everyone that even if you didn't get an enrollment this month, for following up with people, for sharing with people, and for building those relationships and connections as we move through this journey of Masters Club. So we have a new month. It's a new month. The Masters Club code is still active. We need 14 team enrollments this month. Last month we needed 12. So thank you everyone for all of your love and support with that goal. All right, so we're going to kind of jump in. So it's October 1st. Here are our monthly promotions. Let me make Kanana co-host real quick. So first off, new products are here. So we have our castor oil, we have our past tense stick, a new addition to our Magic wellness sticks. We have our Revita Zen dual chamber capsules and Revita Zen essential oil. And Kanani shared about all of those last week. And I uploaded the video. And now that I'm thinking about it, I totally forgot to post it. So I'm going to do that tonight. And then I'll post tonight's call in a few days. The free product of the month is a 5 ml bottle of Serenity. Place 125 PV LRP or rewards order by the 15th, get that free, or buy any kit with VMG in it and get that for free. Serenity soft gels are 10% off, and our LTO for the month is the diffuser and Hoogie. Hoogie.
Uga.
Hooga. Duh. I was like, I knew that was wrong. Hooga essential oil blend. And I think some of our LTOs are still available that haven't sold out yet. Like I think Endless Summer is still available. I think Malama is still available. The last time I remember getting maybe like a 90% sold out update on those, but those are still available. Okay. All right. So we're gonna jump in to castor oil, and I'm gonna let you guys kind of read through this, and then I'm going to pull up some of the information that honestly comes straight from our Essential Island Living page, because I got to tell you guys, there is a lot of great info on this page. So this is a cold pressed, hexane free, beautifully bottled oil of castor oil that meets doTERRA's gold standard of quality. So it's rich in omegas, deeply nourishing and anti-inflammatory. It enhances essential oil absorption by helping them stay on the skin longer. So this is considered a carrier oil. It's multi-purpose. for daily wellness. So a lot of the benefits that we're going to learn about here. And then you can see here on the right, if anybody asks like what sets our castor oil apart, because there are a few other reputable brands on the market, people in doTERRA have been using for very, very, very many years. But some of the things that I'm reading is one, the consistency, how smooth it is, that it's not thick, but also that the production um, and the sourcing of our castor oil meets the same quality and criteria as our co-impact sourcing for all of our essential oils. So, thousands of smallholder farms are who we work with directly. This supports local cooperatives and rural employment through long harvest and processing seasons. The farmers are trained in sustainable practices, and this helps to boost the yields, their income, the resilience of the people in the area. Farmers use crop rotation and soil health practices to adapt to climate challenges like monsoons and heat waves. As you can see, this is sourced from India, and it's the supply chain is certified organic. So as you guys know, because we source all around the world, we don't mark oftentimes or certified organic, but the process and purity of our oils is actually higher than organic. Um, so lots and lots of benefits to the skin, to hair, lashes, brows, hormones, and menstrual support. We're going to talk about castor oil packs. And if anybody has any familiarity with castor oil, if they've used it, please drop that in the comments or please feel free to share. Digestion, pain, inflammation. So lots of exciting ways that castor oil can be added to our doTERRA repertoire. So it's really been a natural wellness staple for centuries. Okay. So our castor oil takes it to the next level. Now, although our essential oils are not labeled as USDA organic, our castor oil is certified organic, cold pressed, hexane free, and vegan friendly. That means you're getting pure, high quality nourishment in every drop. Um, all right, so let's look a little bit at some of the uses here. So we talked about how amazing it is for skin and hair. So as a daily moisturizer, you can apply a few drops to dry areas. For soft, hydrated skin, you can put on your hair and scalp, massage into the roots. And again, adding our essential oils only enhances the benefits of the castor oil. So just like with daily moisturizer, I would probably add a little bit of frankincense. Those of us that were at convention and got those pretty rose quartz rollers, I plan on making like a castor oil, frankincense, yarrow palm, um, face roller for on the go. If you're wanting to support your hair and scalp, you can add some rosemary and or peppermint oil to nourish the hair and encourage a healthy scalp. Let it sit and then rinse it off. Castor oil packs, which we're going to get into in depth. But you're basically using this on your abdomen for soothing comfort. It's also very detoxifying. The first time I did a castor oil pack, it really kicked my butt and I left it on too long. So we'll talk a little bit more about like easing your way into castor oil packs, but they're actually something that's done very, very frequently with people in the wellness world. Um, and then obviously the benefits we've talked about. Hydration, hydration, hydration is really keeps coming up. It supports healthy looking hair and scalp. And then here we can see face moisturizer, lash and brow nourisher, nail and cuticle oil, that castor oil pack, a belly button ritual. Interesting. Adding a drop to your navel. I wonder what that does. A lip balm base, dry skin relief, applying to heels, elbows, rough patches for intense moisture. Makeup remover, facial blend booster. So like I mentioned, I'm going to make with yarrow palm and frankincense. All right, before I move on, let me peep the comments. Oh, Kehao said that fish is the castor oil expert. And Fish says she's been obsessed for years. She's so excited for doTERRA's quality. Okay, so here we go. We need Fish to teach this call instead of me. She says she uses for all the things, but started for menstrual, but can use for liver and gallbladder support. It's an amazing addition to our medicine cabinet. I'm definitely going to lean into it more for my menstrual. Like it's just so bad now when I get my period. It's so gnarly. Um Fish said it's my first instinct for the animals too because it's so healing and nourishing. And my mom said she's been using castor oil for her lashes to make them stronger. So keep it coming. I'm really excited about this edition. Again, this is kind of one of those products where you don't have to love essential oils to get invested in this. I've had quite a few people um interested in reaching out about castor oil, and like anything else, quality matters, right? So here we're going to talk a little bit about castor oil packs. So a castor oil pack basically means, and I'm going to go back to this slide, is um you're putting some castor oil, it says 1 to 2 tablespoons, on a cold cloth compress for soothing comfort. This is before buying the one from doTERRA. And honestly, the one at doTERRA convention was kind of overpriced. You can get one on Amazon. You can get one like all over. It's basically like a cloth, and this like ties around your waist. And you're going to put 1 or 2 drops of the castor oil on this cloth. And then you can add specific oils. So I've done it before with Zendocrine. I have a couple right there. I've done it with pink pepper. But here it says lavender. So if we're wanting to promote relaxation, stress relief, apply over the abdomen or chest if using the pack for calming and grounding. So although I've only ever used my castor oil pack on my abdomen, sounds like you could also put it around your chest, right? And then that's interesting because if you needed respiratory support, I imagine if you put like a oil like peppermint on there, that could really help to open up your airways. You could use frankincense for cellular support, skin nourishment, if you want to apply to your abdomen or specific areas of your body, maybe where you're wanting that frankincense to really get into your and to nourish your joints. Peppermint for cooling comfort and digestive support. Digestion. Rosemary to stimulate circulation and lymphatic flow. You can use over the abdomen or lower back. So I could just tie that castor oil and then tie it in the front, and then I could get that support back on my lower back. Copaiba for calming discomfort, soothing muscles, and geranium for hormone and lymphatic support, placed over the lower abdomen or the pelvic area. So as you can see, the Revitazen would be a great option. Like I've used Zendocrine before for detoxification, so the Revitazen would be great as well. Oh, and Fish said you can also just use an old t-shirt. Kanan said she's done it with Metapar oil. And Felicia said grapefruit over the gallbladder. All right. So lots of ways lots of essential oils that we can use with the castor oil packs. The castor oil packs without the essential oil is great as well. But these are just some ideas. So the benefits of castor oil packs they've been used for centuries as a soothing self-care practice. Most often they're applied over the abdomen, but again, you could apply them acutely as needed. So it helps circulation and lymphatic flow, helps the body with natural detox and gentle cleansing, can support and soothe abdominal discomfort, bloating, cramps. Fish mentioned that she got started with them because of her ma'i. Promotes relaxation. The warm compress combined with castor oil has a grounding, calming effect. It's moisturizing your skin. So wherever you put it, it's deeply hydrating. It can be comforting to your joints and muscles. encourages daily balance in your routine, adds a mindful ritual that connects body and mind. Some people like to add the calming oils, like we mentioned, before applying the pack. And you can make a castor oil pack. So, to Fish's point, you just need a piece of wool or cotton flannel. So, old t shirts would work about 10 to 12 inches. The castor oil, you could use plastic wrap or you could just use an ace bandage as well, right? To wrap that. Again, old towels and clothes. Heating pad is optional. Alternatively, you can purchase a ready made castor oil pack. And you're just going to lay the cloth down flat. You're going to add 1 to 2 tablespoons of the castor oil in the middle to the fabric. Blot the castor oil around the area you choose. Around to evenly distribute, avoid the edges. Place the pack around the area you choose with the side down. I would say if you're going to add an essential oil, add the castor oil and then put the essential oil on top. And as you kind of evenly distribute it, you can kind of help to disperse the essential oil into the castor oil. And then wrap the pack with the plastic wrap. I would not recommend using plastic wrap. I would just get a reusable ace bandage, also environment, that's why. And you can place a heating pad or a hot water bottle over the pack. You could also do like those microwave heat up pads, too. And they should be left on for at least 45 minutes. You can leave it on for several hours or even overnight. But I am going to give you a warning. I wouldn't start with 45 minutes to start. Just like when we're using a new oil or a new practice that we're not sure how our body will react to, maybe just do 15 or 20 minutes and see how you feel. And then if you're fine, then the next time I would say go for the 45 minutes. And I know the first time that I did it, though, it kicked my butt. Like I couldn't even leave it on that long. And when I say that, all I mean is like I pass out. Like it just like, but I felt great when I woke up. But like I laid down with it for like 15 or 20 minutes and it just kind of like took the wind out of me in a good way, maybe. Oh, Fish had another great suggestion that old pareos are nice and comfy too. They will stain over time. So that's why using old t-shirts or things you have might be good because you're not spending money on replacing them. All right. So I'm super excited about this product. I hope you are too. I hope that this encourages you to use your castor oil pack or your castor oil in general. And I would say, especially for our face, using it as an alternative to other carrier oils that maybe we've used in the past. I will say did anybody use theirs since coming back from convention at all? Anybody? I will say that castor oil tends to be thicker though. And so, that obviously has implications for clothing and sheets and stuff, so just be careful. All right. Just a friendly reminder that the Wellness Made Simple Detox Training Series starts. I should have put this on there, but starts on the 7th, I believe. Is it the 7th? Yeah. And so, I never actually made you the co-host, Kanan. So when we register for this, and I can pop the link into the chat in a second, you're going to see that each week builds. You're going to see like the you know syllabus or topics. Each week builds intentionally upon the last, offering a progressive learning experience. So week 1 is going to just be about detox in general. Week 2, we'll talk about the foundation, how to start strong with Revitazen and Revitazen oil. Week 3 is how to recommend daily 30 or 90, matching the right plan to the right person. I think we had talked about starting with the 30 just to give it a try. Week 4, sharing detox powerfully, and week 5, the power of a gentle, effective 90-day cleanse. So what will happen is if you register, even if you register for the live trainings on Tuesday, you will get the recording available in the DMK for 48 hours after. I'm so sorry. I am very tired today. I stayed up extremely late last night. And then Thursday recordings will be available permanently in the DMK. So it must be like a different, probably like the live one is just in case people say things they're not supposed to say. And then the Thursday one will be more of an edited, clean version. Probably a lot of the same information, but not like maybe the back and forth questions. I gotta be honest with you guys. I know we had talked about kicking off as a team the whole protocol or sorry, the whole detox on the 13th, but Amy, our virtual assistant, is pregnant and really sick and in and out of the hospital. And she really helps with a lot of this kind of stuff in terms of graphics and posting. So I'm not sure that we'll be able to pull that off. And what I was kind of thinking is that what we could do is maybe, here it talks about um how to recommend daily 30 or 90, matching the right plan to the right to the right person. So I was thinking maybe when we get to week 3 on October 21st, we can all just agree to do the first 30 days, like the first set of it. If people want to continue, great. But then in the new year, for sure, we're going to kick off the new year hard. I think we already have a hard date in January to kick off going through all 3 months of the reset. Okay. But I don't think we're going to be able to pull off the 13th anymore, just in terms of like facilitating it in the groups with all the necessary tools. So all right. So any questions about that? No. Okay. All right. I will stick that link to register in the chat in a bit, or Kanan, when you first did your castor oil pack 6 months ago, you're profusely sweating. That's, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's meant to sort of like draw stuff out of you. So how our bodies react to that are, all can be different and can depend on our hormones and time of the month and all the things. Just a reminder, Master Club is going strong, and please be sure to use the code. Last month, they gave us lots of exceptions. This month, if we have to put in any exceptions, meaning people forget to use the code when they enroll, we have to pay the shipping fee, and it's non-negotiable. Like, you can't be like, oh, you don't need to send them the free oil, I'll give it to them. They're like, no, we're going to send it. And so yeah. um okay, so just a reminder about Masters Club and using that. And then this is my attempt at making a graphic. Took me like freaking 45 minutes. Anybody who says Canva is easy is a liar. Um, Wellness Walk Fridays. Kanan is starting Wellness Walk Fridays this Friday, 4:30 p.m. at the Central Maui Regional Sports Complex. Come walk with us. Meet us at the first bathroom. And this is going to happen every Friday in the month of October, except for obviously the 31st, which is Halloween. So we hope to see you here on Friday. Thanks, Mom. This graphic was it was like actually like a walk for cancer graphic or something. That's why people are not dressed in like appropriate walking clothes for like actual exercise walking. But anyway, I did the best I could. So, um, you guys are all so kind. All right. I think that's all I have for now. But what I'm going to do personally is I did not see Anne Calhoun's Terra Talk. It's about 20 minutes. It's all about castor oil. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on. Feel free to stay on if you missed Anne Calhoun's Terra Talk or if you want to reconnect with that information. I will come back when it's POW and, wish everyone a good night. But yeah, So we're gonna go ahead and watch Al Calhoun's Terra Talk. So here we hopefully I'm still signed in. It would be my luck, right? Okay, here we go.
Well, welcome to Castor Oil. Thank you, Jace, for that introduction. If you're looking at me thinking 15 years in the hospital, how is she that old? You guys, castor oil, okay? I'm going to teach you. So I want to know who our castor oil experts are in the room, and you're going to want to know who they are as well. So raise your hand if you've been using castor oil for weeks, months, or maybe even decades. All right, pay attention, those around. Raise your hand if you're like, castor oil, what's that? And what do I do with that? And really, people are still using that? Well, if you raise your hand first, welcome to.
Oh, fun. That's weird. My mom said she realized the weighted vests are supposed to help to gain muscles, but I have enough weight, so think I'll save my funds. That's funny. Kate and I did go walking with our weighted vest the other night. So let me see if I can like get this to buffer. And if not,
And if you've been using castor oil for weeks, months, or maybe even decades, all right, pay attention, those around. Raise your hand if you're like, castor oil, what's that? And what do I do with that? And really, people are still using that? Well, if you raise your hand first, welcome to a better castor oil. And if you raise your hand second, welcome to beginning your castor oil journey with the best one. Castor oil is special. It is rich in ricinoleic acid, which is not found in any other plants. It's very thick, it's deeply nourishing, and it does amazing things to help with moisture. You're going to want to use a cotton lined pack to maximize its benefits, and I'll talk about why. We're all familiar with fractionated coconut oil. It's light, it absorbs fast, it prevents sensitivity, and it helps keep oils localized. This is really useful if you're trying to get oil over a large part of the body, particularly using massage. Castor oil is very, very different. It is thick, it's a lot like honey. It penetrates very deeply into the body, and it can bring anything paired with it down into those organs and tissues. If you're looking for something quick to multiply or to apply several times during the day, grab that fractionated coconut oil. But if you're looking maybe to use something for an hour or overnight, you're going to want to grab your castor oil. There's many ways to use castor oil, and some of them, like the pack, are unique to castor oil because it's thick. Putting a thick oil on your skin that can feel sticky and maybe can stain your clothes or your sheets requires a little extra attention. So, a cotton pack over your abdomen or other areas of your body can help get that castor oil to soak in and can also prevent that stickiness or staining. So you're going to want to use that in ways with the pack and even with a patch. Some of you may have gotten this yesterday, but this is a way that we're going to use it as well. You can also just put it on your body in certain areas, use a roller bottle. Brushing and dry brushing is also a great way to use your castor oil. Believe me, this might seem complicated. It's not, and it's worth it. Popular uses of castor oil typically involve just using castor oil alone, but I want you to think bigger than that. We get to use castor oils as an enhancer to the tools that we're already using every single day. Using castor oil as a carrier oil for your essential oils enhances their function. So here's some thoughts on dilution. If you're going to use a single application, so if you're going to put some castor oil in your hand, you're going to add some essential oils to that, and you're going to put all of that on your body, add 2 to 5 drops of essential oil to about a tablespoon of castor oil. If you're going to make a multi-use bottle, like a roller bottle or a dropper bottle, that you're going to use a small amount multiple times, you want to take about an ounce, 30 mLs, and add 10 to 30 drops of your essential oil to it. doTERRA's Wellness Pyramid is a great way to start to learn to use castor oil. There's so many oils that we're already using that we're just going to start incorporating this into the routines we already have. The base of our wellness pyramid is nutrition and digestion. Nutrition and digestion is getting food into our body, getting it absorbed, getting it to every area of our body for beneficial use. Part of digestion is healthy elimination of waste and toxins through bowel movements. If you missed my talk 2 years ago, there is a reason they call me the poop lady. This is important. Some of you are big fans of that. So we're already using oils like digestin, spearmint, ginger, and fennel. You're going to use either the pack or the patch over your abdomen with your castor oil and your oils to help relieve maybe some constipation, occasional bloating, and distension and discomfort. So this is a pack. One of the ways that you can use your digestive oils is to take a tablespoon of castor oil in your hand, 3 drops of digestin, put that on your abdomen, put your pack on, and if you want, you can add some heat to that. Leave that on for 30 to 60 minutes or even overnight. I have some teenage boys at home. They're not wearing that, but they struggle with this from time to time. So using the patch for them, I'm probably going to convince them a little more easily to do this. In that case, you would put the castor oil in your belly button, add the oils, and just put that patch right over top. Next on our journey is movement and metabolism. Movement is vital to all of our body systems, and regular physical activity prolongs our independence as we age. If we have uncomfortable joints and areas throughout our body, we tend to move less. When we move less, we're more uncomfortable, and the cycle perpetuates itself. So using the oils that you already use for discomfort with either the pack or a roller bottle, depending on the location, can be really helpful. So just to give you a little extra tip, I would recommend if you're going to use digestive oils from time to time and pain oils from time to time, either get several different packs to use, or you can get cotton inserts and just use different cotton inserts for different classifications of oils. One of the things I like to do is make a deep blue sandwich with my castor oil. You can take an area of concern like your knee, put a thin layer of castor oil on, 5 drops of deep blue on top of that, and then an additional thin layer of castor oil. A pack with some heat might feel really great. While we're on the topic of pain and blends, let's take a little detour a minute and talk about the similarities and differences between 3 of my favorite blends: Deep Blue, Aromatouch, and Past Tense. Deep Blue is one that we're very familiar with and we use a lot for pain. However, Aromatouch has cypress and grapefruit that really helps a lot to aid circulation. And so when you're looking to improve circulation, Aromatouch can be used with your castor oil. That cute little Past Tense we got, awesome for taking that with you on the go. But I don't want you to not then use the oil with your castor oil. It's amazing for muscle tension. It shares wintergreen with deep blue. It shares lavender, marjoram, and basil with Aromatouch. All of them have peppermint in common. But look at the uniqueness of Past Tense: frankincense, cilantro, Roman chamomile, and rosemary. So don't just stick to your deep blue. Branch out if you need to. Metabolism. How many of you have blended fractionated coconut oil with MetaPower and put it on different areas of your body? You can now blend that MetaPower with castor oil Using a roller bottle or a pack, putting that on overnight is going to bless your metabolism. Combine 1 tablespoon of castor oil, 3 drops of MetaPower, apply it to your upper abdomen, put that wrap on, maybe some heat, 30 to 60 minutes or overnight. Many of us have really great sleep routines. We have oils on our nightstand, we have oils in the diffuser. Let's utilize our castor oil with some of those nighttime routines already in place. Those oils that we love, adaptive, lavender, serenity, past tense, really great options to use topically. 2 drops of balance oil, 1 teaspoon of castor oil in your belly button with a patch. Yes, they do make them in heart shaped. No, I'm not going to use that for my teenage boys. So now we're getting to the part that I think you've been expecting, the detox part, right? Well, how is your liver? Over a third of Americans already show signs of liver overload, and environmental toxins can reduce liver efficiency by up to 45%. There's a lot of things that we might notice feeling heavy or sluggish. So let's get our castor oil out. Castor oil has been used for a very long time in detox practices. Although scientific evidence is limited, the anecdotal evidence is overwhelming. Those people that raise their hands first, maybe you want to ask them some questions later on. Use the oils that we already used for detox, get your pack out and use it overnight. So 1 tablespoon of castor oil, 3 drops of Revitazen, rub it on your upper abdomen on the right side. Now, while we're on the topic, I want you to just be a little more compelled to use that pack. The latest research says that when you put an oil on neat, 4% of it gets into your tissues. When you add a carrier oil, it goes up to 10. When you add a covering, like a liver pack, that goes up to 70 to 75%. So you're already sleeping at night, just add some support to your body while you're sleeping. Reducing toxic exposure is just as important as helping our body detox. We want to put less toxins into our body. Our skin is our largest organ and a reflection of our overall health. We want to improve not only skin hydration, but we want to improve maybe fine lines and wrinkles. So your normal skin oils, rose, blue tansy, immortelle, yarrow palm, frankincense, there's lots of ways that you can do this. Spa application, roller bottle, dry brushing. How many of you love immortelle, but you've gotten it in your eyes? It hurts. Well, here's a great way to take a thin oil and make it into a thicker oil. Take your big roller bottle, put your whole bottle of immortelle right inside, and fill it with castor oil. This is a really great way to get the benefits of both immortelle and castor oil on your skin. How many of you love Dana Moore's Glow Serum? She has done the most amazing thing with creating this recipe. So it's equal parts castor oil, argan oil, and rosehip oil. Then in a 1-ounce bottle, put 10 drops each of frankincense, blue tansy, and black spruce. I have a friend that I recently gifted a bottle of this to. Now, this friend doesn't really, I didn't think she was going to use it. She's not big into oils. She doesn't wear a lot of makeup. I don't think she has a big skincare routine, but I thought I'd give it to her and see. A week later, she came to me and she said, "What is in that bottle? That stuff is amazing." And then the second friend that I gave it to, I actually forgot that I gave it to her, texted me this morning and she said, "Hey, that stuff you gave me, I love it." And I said, "Well, hey, good timing. I'm talking on it today." And this is her response. So what I liked about it is how it feels putting it onto my face. It's almost as though it smooths it out. Like when you're flattening and smoothing pie dough. Kind of a funny example, but you know how the roller smooths the dough out, making it even and the same texture? That's what I feel. Waking up in the morning, it is smooth to the touch. I love the fragrance and I love the color. And I was like, oh, this is a rolling pin for your face. It is really good. Just a note, I have it in a dropper bottle and I like that, but my next batch is going in a roller bottle, just so you do it the way I think it should be done the first time. All right, a healthy immune system is part of informed self-care. We want to pay attention to our immune system and keep it running well so we don't have to go up to that next step of the pyramid. On guard, tea tree, copaiba, rosemary, lavender, peppermint, spot application, pack, patch, or if you want to combine your castor oil with something a little thinner, you can do a great massage. I like to use on guard touch on my abdomen, layer that with a tablespoon of castor oil, and put the pack over top overnight. If you're looking for the appearance of thicker and fuller hair and you want to do it in a safe, non toxic, effective way, castor oil really shines when it comes to hair care. See what I did there? So, castor oil can moisturize, reduce dryness, help with flakiness and brittleness. The ricinoleic acid is a wonderful humectant when it comes to scalp and hair. Massage into your scalp, and you can blend with rosemary, lavender, and peppermint. I like to do this in an empty 15 ml bottle. Castor oil is very well known also for supporting the look and feel of thicker and fuller lashes and brows. Take that peppermint out, keep the rosemary and lavender, and you can apply this nightly with a clean mascara wand or eyelash brush. Dr. Nicole Stevens has a great recipe. She likes to, in that same 15 ml bottle, combine 5 drops each lavender, rosemary, and if you have it, hinoki. And then she does a blend of castor oil and jojoba oil 50-50 to fill the remainder of the bottle. This is my dad and his 6 sisters. My aunts are very special people to me. They have taught me how to bake a pie. They have taught me how to throw an amazing potluck. And they have passed along some really great genes to me. I can expect to live well into my 90s thanks to their genes. Their genes also include thinning eyebrows. We were leaving a family event one time, and my husband said, so do your aunts, like at some point in time, give classes to all the nieces on how to maybe Sharpie in the eyebrows? It was noticeable to him. I want you to know how excited I am that I get to maybe defy my genetics by using castor oil on a regular basis. Just like we talked about discomfort with certain extremities, you might have monthly discomfort that you also get to use castor oil for. Those really great hormone balancing oils like clary sage, ylang ylang, clary calm can be used with a pack over the lower abdomen. Just like we used our On Guard Touch, you can take your Clary Calm roller, put it on your abdomen, put that tablespoon of castor oil on, and you might be using the oil and heat on a regular basis anyway. Now just add the castor oil. I think you'll like the results. There's so many options for using castor oil. Let me give you some ways that you can start using castor oil today. So in the morning, obviously your glow serum to your face, it's like a rolling pin for your face. Don't forget about your eyebrows while you're there either. What I like to do is I like to put castor oil with deep blue on one of my shoulders every morning, and I add some of that hair serum in. I go for a walk, I come back, and it's been the perfect amount of time for me to wash that out in the shower. There's some other options here for you to start out your morning. Any extra castor oil that you have on your hand as you're rubbing it into places, make sure that you get it on your cuticles. It's awesome. In the evening, back to that glow serum. Get your lashes and brows in the evening. And this is a really great time to do either a patch or a pack every single night. Here's what a weekly routine with that patch or pack might look like. We talked yesterday about using Revitazen and the liver pack 3 to 5 times a week. So in this example, I have it on Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. Mondays are Mondays, so this might be a great time to use some of your rest and manage stress oils like Balance with castor oil in a patch. Tuesday, maybe your other Aunt Flo is in town and you're using Clary Calm with castor oil in a pack. Thursday, well, it's been a long week. We should probably support our immune system. So, On Guard castor oil, maybe you're using the On Guard oil out of the bottle and you're using a patch. And then Saturday, I don't know about your house. Saturday's work day at our house. And so I tend to not sit down. So Aroma Touch with castor oil, maybe you want to use that in combination with a thinner carrier oil to do a massage to your lower legs and feet before bed. I've done the math on this. If you use your castor oil consistently throughout the month, you're going to go through a bottle a month. So be sure you grab enough in your convention kits to use until October 1st and order as many as you need so you don't run out before the end of the month. Good luck.
All right. I definitely got some good ideas from that. That was really helpful. If anybody finds out where to buy those little patches, I'm guessing like Amazon has them. So if anybody gets the link, post that there. Does anybody need I'll put the link right here for the wellness training. It was a good video. I mean, I didn't really watch it. I watched the first few minutes as preparing for the call and then realized like it was about this. So, Kanan found some on Amazon, so she's gonna share that. And if nobody has anything else, thanks so much for joining us. This is my call to action to use my castor oil. And honestly, I was thinking I was using it when I like really needed it, but I love the permission to use them every day and every night. I'm going to use one of my big rollers to make the face. I love the idea of just pouring a whole bottle of Immortelle in there and then filling the rest with castor oil. And then also I'm gonna make one with the Clary Calm, I think. Just because for me, that roller like comes out kind of like, I want more around my abdomen because there's a lot of surface area over there. And so I think putting in the castor oil base for like my nighttime routine when I have that, and then I'll just carry the regular roller, around with me. So okay, perfect. So um Kanan put the Pico patches in the chat. I know tonight's call was a little longer, but I love that we're taking time to dive a little bit deeper into our new products. As usual, grateful for you all. Thank you for showing up for yourselves, for your community, for your learning, for your connection. Come back next week. I think Kanan will be leading that call next week. Oh, and we'll see you Friday at Central Maui Regional Complex for Wellness Walk Friday, 4:30 p.m. See you there. Bye, everybody.